Yeah, what up? What up? Give it up for Peter V once again, man. That's my guy right there. Way to hold me down, Peter V. Like I said, I'm coming to you live from Copenhagen. If you don't believe me, just read what my sweatshirts say. We be shaking in Copenhagen. So part of my time in Copenhagen, I've been able to meet up with several of my purple brothers and sisters, specifically my man Kenneth that you can see on screen with me now. We did a bit of research and we went back to find all the Prince landmarks in Copenhagen. Venues that he played when he was on tour, hotels he stayed in, restaurants, etc. So I want to bring my man Kenneth on the mic. Introduce yourself, Kenneth. Tell the purple people what's up, man.
Hello, people, and good evening in the US. It's in the middle of the night here for Craig and myself. It's almost 2:30 in the night, so we are grooving a little bit here. But yeah, I'm Kenneth Renneberg. I'm a part of the Danish Prince fan community, and I've been a fan since 1983, so a while. So we are the old fat men in the club, but that's how it is. Yeah.
Right. Well, like I say, we did some research, did some backtracking.
Yeah.
Went out and about in Copenhagen to bring y'all a special presentation right now. So without further ado, roll the tape, Brother Roger, and we'll get right into it.
So
as y'all can see on screen, this is a list of all the places that Prince played from starting in '86 all the way to 2011. So we're going to take you on a bit of a journey and hit the majority of those venues. That's me catching the train, making a move, and then Kenneth is going to start speaking specifically about the venues.
Yeah, it's Valbyhallen in Copenhagen. I started in Copenhagen. It's we were 4,200 people in there, standing on chairs and roaring for Prince and Jerome and the rest of the band when he was playing. First time in a tour in Europe and in the world. And then in 1988, he went to Love Sexy Tour in Idrætsparken. And one of the funny things there was that in the middle, he got so pissed off the photographs that he called the band and said, "Photo session." And then they turned all the light on the photographs so they couldn't see Prince. And then Prince started taking pictures of them. It's rebuilt now, but then he in 90 went to Gentofte, as we can see here, and it's a great stadium, and it was for the new tour, and there was 15,000 people there listening to The Future and all the other great tunes from the new tour. The set was a little bit short. People were a little bit like, oh, it's only playing 90 minutes because they were used to seeing him perform longer on the Purple Rain tour, obviously. And then he was back in 1998 to Valbyhallen with Chaka Khan and Larry Graham on the New Power tour, New Power Soul tour, and it was a great tour. In 2002, he went to Falconer, as you can see here, and this is where he did the sound check that you probably heard on C Notes, where both Copenhagen and Empty Room actually was recorded in for the sound check. It was a great sound check, and he had time to speak to us and get some tea and all the stuff that he normally do for sound checks. Sat beside us and behind us, and we're talking in his mic. It was a great venue, and it's a great band. And then he obviously went to Forum, where he played with the new band he had. One of the bassist was Ida Nielsen. She's a Danish person, so he had a special welcome for her and had the crowd shout for Ida a lot of times during that concert. And then what happened in the evening was a little bit more. He went actually. We're sorry. we're taking the tour first. He's going to.
Yeah.
He went to Tirøn, where he had the NPG Art and Music Festival, and that was a great performance out there for 2 whole days with a lot of bands. And this picture is actually taken when he was a little bit overwhelmed with the public there, he started actually to cry a little bit. And then he went to play a couple of concerts and in Amagerby, as you can see Craig here, he's showing. It was some great concerts with small crowd. One of the evenings, I think there was only 400 people, and the other evening it was fully packed with 800. The first night it was only 400 because actually it was only announced as the NPG, and people, they didn't buy tickets. They thought that he was not going to play there because it is a small venue, and nobody believed that Prince was going to play. But obviously he did. He always surprised us that way. And this is actually a hotel in the middle of Copenhagen where all the famous fans, they stay, famous artists, they stay. And Prince has stayed there many, many times. He liked the hotel. As you know, he was a vegetarian at some point, so he didn't really like the food there. So he ordered food from this nice restaurant, which is a Michelin star restaurant. And they actually brought the food on a silver plate from there over to the hotel. It's like 400 meters, and they gave him food every night that he was there. And he was very, very pleased with it and wrote them a thank you note as well. And that brings us up to today, where we had an event.
Yes. We had sometime it snows in April, Copenhagen version, Copenhagen style. And we had a nice little gathering of Purple brothers and sisters, and we celebrated Prince several hours ago, and had food and drinks and good music and good conversation. And as you can see, the group there, we made the most of the cool weather with some nice beverages and some great music, right, Ken?
And did some photo sessions.
Yes. So again, we just wanted to give you a little taste of Prince in Denmark and how he made his mark here, how he sought artists from here. He obviously was very respectful of this area. Miss Ida Nelson, again, was one of the musicians from this area that was a part of his band. So we had to make sure we represented the Prince community in Denmark, since we're here now in Copenhagen by way of H-Town. So if you don't mind, give a round of applause for my brother Kenneth for joining me and assisting me with this journey and being available at the wee hours of the morning to be a part of this production. So much love,
always
brother.
For you. Always for you. Not a problem.
Appreciate it, brother. So like I said before, the show is dedicated to one of our Purple brothers, Mr. Arlington Sarai, who's a big fan, a big supporter of Prince Day Houston. We'll get into that a little bit deeper. But I want to encourage everyone that if you like what you see and like what you hear from the artists, please make the donations so that we can support local artists, support local venues, and support these Prince-related charities. Yes, We Code, PRN alumni, and also the Houston-based foundation that we're celebrating in honor of our brother Arlington Sarai. So the Cash App and the PayPal will be shown on the screen. I hope you will find it in your heart to make a donation so that we continue this cause and continue to do great work in the name of Prince. So R&R Studios is our platform for programming, and RNS Global is our chief sponsor. And without further ado, I think we might be up for some live music now. What you say? Can you ready to hear some live music? Let's kick it to the band.